Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss how to make watch list even on a weekend or day to day, or maybe you get 15 or 10 minutes in the evening and you want to understand what's going on in the market and what are the best stocks I can purchase. So let's dive into it. So the simplest way which I recommend people is go to moneycontrol.com, and when you enter money control, there's a plethora of information over here. So you might feel overwhelmed. But don't worry. What you have to do here is just go ahead and you see this section called market and the second section called news. If you just focus on these two sections, you'll get a lot of information and that can become your watch list. So let's get into it. I go into market, and now if you see, I have too many hyperlinks over here which I can click. So if I'm interested to know who are the top losers because I'm interested in buying, or if I'm just interested in knowing what's going on in terms to the gainers in the market, or which stocks are on 52-week high or 52-week low. If there are any price shockers or volume shockers or active stocks. So I normally go into active stocks. When I go into active stocks, it gives me an understanding of what are the stocks that have momentum in that. Now, the keyword over here is momentum. Momentum means there's a lot of movement happening on the price and the quantity. So I read over here Tata Motors, Reliance, Infosys, HDFC, SBI, fine. So I know that these shares have momentum, and if I'm interested and it belongs to the sector in which I would love to trade, then I will make a note of these. If I want to read more information on this, then I can just hyperlink, put my mouse here, and it tells me that Tata Motors share price gains 2% after Jeffries raises the target to 625. So maintain buy. Now that's a good indication for me. So if I've not made position, I would like to, because here it says 625 and here it says the last price is 490. So definitely it has to go in my watch list. So what I do is I open my Excel sheet, and over here I will write 24, which is today's date. And I will write Tata Motors. Why? Because somebody has gone ahead and said it's gonna go up to 625. So that person is Jeffries. So I'm gonna write Jeff recommends 625. I'm not taking a decision of buying. I am just making my watch list in Excel. Can you create similar watch list in Zerodha or maybe any other broker? Yes. Okay. So that's one way to look at it. The second way, I go in market and I then get into understanding if there is any broker research or advice going on. So I want you to pay attention to this part. In markets, we go, and in markets, we go into advice and broker research and technicals. These are the three areas where I personally enjoy going, because research is something that somebody's already done for you. So you don't have to hit your head, because there's always a probability whether you're going to go right or wrong. So let's get into broker research. What are the brokers in the market saying? So here are some stocks that have been recommended: Karda Constructions, Affle India, and 12 more. So I'm going to click here, 12 more, and I'm interested in reading now what's going to come. So it says buy Karda, target is 253. Buy Affle, target is 6,000. Now if you go to see, the date was August 10 and July 30. So I'm not interested. This list is not actually uploaded or updated, in fact, on right time. But over here it says 4 October, which is Ventura. Which one is this? Buy Associated Alcohol and Breweries. Okay. So if you see the dates a little up and down, they're not in the right manner. But yeah, I still go and read because sometimes you can get a nice pearl of a stock there. So let's go back to money control. And then in markets, I will go to technicals. I understand technical analysis, so it's easy for me to go ahead and read between them. So over here, if you see it says breakout, price on again 30th December. I think it's not updated properly. But over here it says BSE, NSE, live market. And then you see over here it says candlestick patterns, bar patterns, simple moving averages, and lot of things are there. If you explore this option, you can get a lot. If you want to learn a little about technical analysis, it's over here. They give free information. So I am more interested in bullish bar reversals. I want to know why this is happening, or bullish reversals, or gap up. Gap up is also a good way to understand, or bullish engulfing if there is anything. Then you have this piercing line. Now these are candlestick patterns. So if you know candlestick, it's easy to pick up a stock from here. Or simple breakouts. So some stock has broken its last old price. So if you see over here, it says Sterlite Techno. Now Sterlite Technology has given a 24% raise in one day as on 22nd October. Fine. And I see over here that morning it was at 280 and by afternoon it's gone to 300. I will go ahead and read the SWOT analysis. You need a pro license for this. And then I will quickly come down and see the chart here, what's going on. And I see a very big green candle. So that tells me the price literally went up. Okay, there must be a reason why it's going up. And I will go ahead and now try to see how did it behave for 30 minutes that day. Okay, so it's constantly going up, correcting itself and going up, and then it started correcting. Fine, so I get an understanding of what's going in terms to the volume and the price. I will read these financial information, and this is very important, the MC technicals. On the day, it's saying moving average, technical indicators are all bullish. Fine. On weekly, it is saying bullish, bullish, bullish. And monthly also, it is saying bullish, bullish. But in crossover, there is nothing. Fine. No problem. On a daily, I will now read the resistance levels and support levels. We'll make a separate video on this. But I know that this share has some momentum now, and 15 lakh shares have been already taken as delivery. Great. So this share has to go into my watch list now. So I'm going to copy the name Sterlite Technology and I'm going to paste it here. Now what is the reason why I am going for this share? The reason is very simple. It's a breakout. Which date? Same date. So I found two shares like this. We'll go and find more shares. Now let's get into again market, and in market we'll get into advice. So is there any advice given? Oh Lord, there's too much advice given over here. There are 7 experts. Now see what the experts said. The 7 experts are saying go for Ultra Cement, Infosys, Mindtree, TCS, L&T. This clearly shows that the IT sector is up. And then there are these banks, only one bank is there. Again, Wipro, Motors, Consumer and ACC. So that's a good way to understand that what the experts are saying to buy or sell. So I would read this to make again my own list. Now over here you see stock advice. It says buy Tata Communication and it says ICICI Direct. And it's not a small firm that is telling you, it's a big company. and it says see why. So I'm going to click here to understand why people are saying you should buy this. So over here it says buy, okay, fine, but why? Why should I buy this? So all the reasons are given here and the recommendation reports are also here. Fine, they have not really explained here that why should you buy this, but they are saying the price will cross or reach 1725. So what I'll do is I'll go into trading view now and try to understand what is going on with Tata Communication. It's a very good website, trading view. You can easily understand the movement of price on this share. So while trading view is opening, I will also open economic times. Now in economic times, what happens is you get a very good stuff called stock score. So I'm going to write Tata Communication and I'm going to read what is the score that Economic Times has given to this stock even before I go ahead and start reading about this. So it's a 6 on 10, not bad. Okay, great. And then I start reading over here if there's something going on. So, okay, quarterly results are there, fine. Sell signals are also there, fine. So now you see there is a sell signal over here. So 50-day moving crossover period appeared. Okay, so now you see money control said buy based on ICICI Direct, and Economic Times said sell. Now there is a confusion here, and this is exactly where consumers go wrong and they are not able to take the right decision. Okay, so let's understand what is going on. The stock is good, it's a neutral stock, and there's a big report. We'll not get into reading this. Then there is a good strong signal over here on Economic Times, which is good. So okay, overall it says it's a good. Now if you see income, balance sheet, cash flows, if you want to read the fundamental analysis. Now this is really the stock selection part, not the watch list part. But when I'm creating a watch list, I'm more interested in a bullish sign. So it says that if it goes up, it can go up to 1750. And if it goes down, it can go up to 1100. And this is exactly why I want to go into trading view to understand. So in trading view, I think I've already analyzed this share earlier. So I'm going to delete this so that I can analyze in front of you to understand what's going on with this share. So when I analyze a share, the first thing I do is I go and check the monthly pattern. So I see that from 2020 this share is growing. Okay, good. That's a good news for us. I'm going to go into weekly, and weekly I'm going to check. Okay, it's going up, but looks like there is a point here where it comes. So this zone is where there could be a drop or a support line. So I'm just going to draw it for my own analysis. Okay, we'll see here that this is a zone where it comes. Fine. Now I see that on a day chart, this is making a pattern. If you notice the pattern, it's trying to go up like this. Okay. But at the same time, from last 3 days, it's been falling. Fine, no problem. And at the same time, we also see that somewhere in August, it had reached a high of this point, which is 1520. So current price is at 1388, and I've drawn a support line that if it falls, it can come up to this point, which was in June, which is 1044. So now Do I want to get into this share is purely based on its fundamentals and technicals. I see that one can buy this share easily and hold it for some time. The brokers have done a good job of recommending this share, but I will further go ahead and analyze that what is the moving average telling me. So, 5-day moving average tells me that it is falling down. So, I'm going to change it to 21, and it also tells me that on a 21 moving average also the last three candles are down. So I'm going to go up to 50 now. Okay, looks like it is taking support at 50 moving EMA averages, which is not a bad news, but it clearly tells me that this is a good support line. At the same time, it is at a vertical up. If you see, it's going upside. So it's falling, but it's going. It wants to go up. I can clearly see the share is interested in going up. And this is going to be my first area where I will book my profits. So if I buy here on Monday, then at 1400 is a good, at that limit I want to buy between, so 12 rupees difference. And then I want to take this, which is around 100 rupees, which is not a bad area to trade on. So that is a quick analysis to understand if I should trade, because Economic Times has already given that it can go up to this. The same thing came from ICICI Direct, that you can go up to this, and the stock score is also good. So I know that this has to go in my watch list. So I'm going to write Tata Communication. That's it. This is the simplest way you can make your watch list using money control and Economic Times. Now we're going to go to stage 2, where I will not use all this. Okay, I will use my scanner. Now these are my ready-made scanners, and on these scanners I'm going to see if there is a crossover happening first. So in Nifty 500, I'm interested to know if there is a crossover. No, there is no. I'm going to go in cash segment and see if there is a crossover. Yes, Kalyan Jeweler has a crossover, but it is negative, so I'm not interested. I'm going to change this crossover. I'm going to write over here as 9 and 55. There are different crossovers people try. So I have my own favorites. So I'm checking, okay, there are 9 companies that have come. So many are on negative. There's only one on positive called CCCL. So let's go and check. There is 1,27,000 volume in this. Would I be interested in a share where the volume is only 1 lakh? No, sir. And the price also is 0.75. No, sir. So I'm going to change this now to Nifty and see if there's anything like that happening here, where a 9-day price has crossed last 55-day price. Yes, sir, there are 2 good organizations, Orient Electric and Fortis, with a 11 lakh 73, but the price is on a drop, minus 38. But interesting company, Fortis Healthcare. So let's go and check. What is the score Economic Times, first of all, gives to this company? So I'm going to type Fortis Healthcare, and let's wait for it to give us the score. Not bad, it's a 6 on 10 score. Let's quickly go down. There are sell signals you see over here. Okay, great. And then when we come down, what is the forecast? Okay, it says it can go up to 305, and currently it's at 256. So I can see the share in this year has grown. October to October, it's gone up. So last year it was 126. It's almost doubled. There is a correction. Profit booking has happened. and it is possible it will go up. So will I buy this share? I don't know, but it goes in my watch list. So there are many such ways you can figure out how to look for stocks. So let's go back to money control. Is there anything we've missed? So here also you see last time we were talking about markets, right? We went into markets. Now we're going to go into news. Okay. So in news, if you see, it says equity research, technical analysis, and stocks. So we're going to go into stocks. Now this is news. Okay. So there are news of what stocks should be bought. See again over here it says Tata Communication. Very good. 22nd. Then we have gainers and losers. Then we have ideas for profit. So we're going to click on that. And now it says what stocks you should go for. So it is recommending TVS Motor. Now I am not more into automotive sector, so I'm going to skip this share. But I'm going to go back and check, are there any other things that they are saying? Okay, they're talking about Synergy, Shoppers Stop, Havells, Gateway. Fine. Mastech is a good organization, so I'm going to check Mastech. Okay, it says 3065 and again a good organization, ICICI Direct. So I'm going to go directly into Economic Times and I'm going to check the score. So Mastech, what is the score that Economic Times is giving it to us? Voila, it is a 9 on 10. Great. So I am definitely more interested and I can see there's a sharp curve that has happened. The price was at 3,437 and it has gone down to 2,800, guys. So from a long-term perspective, in 4 days, it's really fallen down, but it could fall further. So we need to see more. There's a strong buy signal given by them, okay? And the price can fall up to 1,200, guys. Now that's a bad news. That's a extremely bad news because the variation is 57%. No, I am not going to trade on this. But will I keep this on my watch list? Yes, for sure. So I will now type Mastech. And why did I go for Mastech? Because it was in news, in money control and recommendation. Fine. Same came, I think this was not news, this was market. So this is the way I create my watch list. And then I do my technical analysis. Now, we were at our crossover. Sorry, Fortis came because of my scanner. So I'm going to correct it and I'm going to write scanner crossover. And what was my crossover? It was 955. Okay, so I'm going to say 955. So if you see, I have various ways by which I just created my watch list. So I'm again going to go in my watch list and my favorite, I'm going to see if anything is above 44 EMA. This was a good technical analysis shared by one of the person on YouTube also. And if you see, it says Sterilite Technology. I remember Money Control also talking on this. So this is a good share. It's come into my 44 EMA. And it's come on Money Control. So now I am more interested in this. So let's go and check what's happening with Sterilite. Okay, we're going to first go into monthly analysis and check, is there even room for this share to go up? I definitely see it can go up till here. So which is good news for us. It's created a nice V-shaped recovery, which is extremely good. So there is a lot of good news about this share right now. It is above 50, if you see 50 EMA, which is another good news. So we have triple confirmations now at a monthly level. What is going on? The share fell a lot in August, but after that it is recovering. Great. Now let's go into weekly and let's see if we can see any price action over here. Do we have any signals being given by the chart of how it is trading? I see definitely a good trend line over here. It's going very nicely. It's going on the top side. So I like this. It's going very well. Now we're going to go into day and see if there is anything happening here. Yes. I see a support zone now over here actually. This is an area where they're taking a lot of support. Now, what does it mean? Let's understand. See, the share came over here, if you notice very carefully. The share has come here twice. So if it falls, it's going to come here again. So we know this is a good support line. They're going to take support if they have to from here. So that tells me that it's a 50 rupees, 45 rupees difference that is going on at a day level. And from few days, it is actually moving upside. If you notice, it's moving on an upside. So I can draw a trend line from here and connect it and say it's actually going up. At the same time, I can tell you that over here is a nice resistance. So the price can practically go from 299 to 300, a very small room to play. But if the stock gets corrected, when I say corrected means if it falls down here and then goes up, then we have something at 270, 280. So I will definitely look into this stock. Now let's go into economic times, and I'm interested to know what is the score. STL Tech. I hope it's a good score because the price action was good. The graphical analysis. Oh my god, it's a 4 on 10. Would I be interested now? That definitely there's something wrong in the fundamentals. Let's go down. So in September 2021 quarter, they've actually increased their business. There's nothing wrong here. The stock also recommends it can go up. If you see technical, there is a bullish sign, stochastic crossover also. Oh my god, you also have a 14-day EMA crossover, 20 days. So technically, there's high momentum in this stock. Okay. Oh, there's a 50-day crossover also. Nice. But look at its peers. You have Birla Cable, which is in the blue line, and Sterlite Tech is still on the top. Okay, so compared to its peer, it's good. The FIIs also have increased their contribution. The DIIs have also increased. I don't know why the stock score is less. There has to be some different reason. But I think for a short term, maybe 1 week, it's a good buy and sell. So I can easily book my profit because the FII and the DIIs have definitely gone up. The industry is good. Cables, it is an optic fiber cable. So this definitely gives me a reason to buy. But yes, I'll be very cautious over here. So I'm going to go and write this as Sterlite Technologies. And how did I get Sterlite? I remember it came in my stock. So I will write scan cross 44. So this is how you create your watch list. I hope you liked the method I have used. We've gone ahead and understood three areas. One was money control, where you go in market, then you go in news. You also go in economic times and you can look for the stock score. In economic times also you have markets and you have news. So that's the easiest way to read. Spend 15-20 minutes and you have your watch list. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Do like and share and subscribe this video. Share me in your comments what is the next video you would like to see, and I'll be very happy to prepare that. Till then, be safe. See ya.